opinion, as an entrepreneur of 5 businesses, the people component is the most challenging part to get right, to do well. And I find that as a leader, one of my most important aspects of the people aspects of my business is making sure that it's a two-way street, that not only are they supporting us, but we're supporting them. It's an environment for growth, success. I do believe so much that your people are your business, no matter whether you have a product, a service, whatever it is, your business is driven by your people. And if your people are taken care of, if they're in the right seats, if they're doing the right projects, if they have the right management support, training, environment, they can succeed tremendously more than without that. And then when you couple that on the fact of that will directly impact your success as a company, as an entrepreneur. There are so many wide-ranging impacts to having a focus on your team and their professional development. So for me, it is one of the greatest areas that I spend a lot of time and thought in my business is to make sure that I'm doing this to the best of my ability. I will say, working in big law, there was a lot that I learned, good things that they did, and there was a lot that I learned in terms of things that I wouldn't want to do, making sure that not only are they trained, but they're also supported and they have people to go to when there's issues and they can ask any question they need, and that they have great progression scales going from one project to another project to a role and understanding how they fit in the company. So we have a lot that we do in our development systems. At any given time, we have 10 to 20 employees of the 5 businesses at a minimum, and that's not including interns or anything else. And we have a very progressive, productive internship program. And there are a few things that I've implemented in my business. I have hired more senior folks. I've hired people with a lot more experience. I've hired people with backgrounds and everything. And you know what? While I'm not closing my mind off for that to be an opportunity in the future, at this point, I really like having an internship program and the ability to work with someone for months before we commit to actually hiring them. And then we have the ability to train them on our systems and way of doing things, and find that that's been really successful for us, because I'm not going to lie, I don't like firing people. It's one of my things that I hate the most in business. And it's something that I try to set myself up for success so that I have hires that I want to continue to be a productive part of the business and grow with our business. And I do think that if you have the right people on your team, that it makes it a world of difference, the business that you're coming into every day and how you feel coming into that business, and making sure that it's not only a productive place for them, but also a productive place for you as the entrepreneur and leader of the team. So I work really hard to vet my team members over a very long period of time. We have hiring, then we have internships, and then we hire almost everybody in a part-time position before a full-time position. Sometimes we've done full-time hires right out of an internship or something like that. But for the most part, we really have it staged and progressed. And we do have, in addition to that, a very thoughtful progression of roles so that team members see where they can go in the future. In addition to onboarding, today we're going to talk specifically about onboarding, but we have a lot of systems and processes in our business overall to support our team members, which include having databases of learning materials, both in terms of written standard operating procedures, videos and trainings, and tons of materials, as well as support from me, managers. Every single team member has a one-on-one that they do monthly, and then a glow up is what we call a progress check-in quarterly. So each person knows their expectations, knows what their goal is, knows what their role is. We have very defined, clear expectations and roles. And I think all of these things, in addition to our company culture, we have a come as you are culture. We do mental health Mondays. We structure our whole businesses to support our team members. On Fridays, we have summer Fridays and everything. So we really structure our business from the inside out, every single part of it, to focus on being a good place for good people. That's at the heart of it. Now, today we're going to be talking about onboarding specifically, how we structure that for our team members, how we make it as easy as possible for us, having been in business for 6 years with at any given point 15 to 20 employees and interns. In addition to that, we do onboard quite a number of team members, and there's a natural attrition to business, and there's going to be turnover as necessary because people are poached. People go on and decide that they don't want to do mergers and acquisitions and they want to do intellectual property law instead or something like that. So there's very natural attrition, and that's okay. In any time when someone's leaving the business, I like to end it on a good note. But let's face it, we have to make onboarding as easy as possible for the new team members and our business, because any sort of disruption when there's a change of team members, whether that's because you're growing and you need a new role, or because there is an attrition and someone left and then they're backfilling the role, whatever the case may be, whenever people are coming in and out of the business, it needs to be as easy as possible and not disrupt your team members, because disrupting your team members from their everyday work is going to ultimately disrupt your business. There's going to be a certain amount of disruption for sure, but we try to minimize it as much as possible. And we also try to set them up for success. We want someone to be equipped within the first week of working with us, and even prior, to understand our culture, to understand expectations, what it takes to succeed, what is success in our opinion. And we like to lay that all up front.